How's the water? Is it warm? Let me just set down my things and I'll join you. I can't wait to get clean. I know that prestidigitation does a pretty good job of keeping the dirt away, but nothing compares to a hot bath. Even though magic does a good job, I don't feel that it's as thorough as soap and water. Let me feel the water. Oh, it's perfect. Be careful not to slip, and... so warm. This is what heaven feels like. I'm really glad that the bathhouse is still open. We have been traveling for quite a while. How lucky are we to not only come across a town that has a bathhouse, but has one that stays open so late. And a bathhouse that's so large. I mean, look at all this room. I wonder what it's like when it's at its busiest. Is it still relaxing, or does it feel more rushed, trying not to be in the way of other people and get clean? It seems so quiet without everyone here. I guess most people are already home with their families. I guess we're lucky enough to have it to ourselves. Do you mind handing me the shampoo? I'm gonna try to get at these tangles. My hair gets knotted really easily. It's kind of bothersome to wash. It's a long process, but it's not nearly as bad as trying to brush it out. I know my hair doesn't look very long. It only goes past my shoulders. But once it's brushed out, it goes all the way down to the middle of my back. It's a lot of hair. I only brush out my hair on special occasions, like if I'm getting all dressed up or something. But I don't often have places to go dressed fancy like that, so it's a rare occasion. Time to rinse. Much better. It's so nice to have it all clean. Could you hand me the soap? Thank you. Oh, yeah, I do have quite a few scars. I see them as marks of memories from all the adventures I've had. Some memories are better than others. Most of the ones on my arm are from battles, getting into close scrapes. And the ones on my legs are from rough terrain like bushes and sticks, scraping across my legs as I walk. It's nothing too bad. I got this one from a cat. It was stuck in a tree and I tried to save it, but it was a little bit feistier than I was expecting. I got this one from an oncoming arrow. I stepped in the way so my friend wouldn't get hurt. And, ooh, this little one here on my hand, that's from peeling an apple. I nicked my hand by accident. The one on my torso, I got harpooned. Yeah, my friend was really sad, so I went to go check on him. We were on this big ship and he was standing on the bow sulking. I went to go talk to him and was able to cheer him up a little bit. So I gave him a hug. But when I pulled back, I was harpooned. Apparently there were some sea pirates lurking in the water below and, well, they got me. I was pulled by my chest into the dark water. But then my friend had dove in and saved me. After a bit of fighting, we won the battle, and one of my other friends brought me into the infirmary. She gave me some sort of artificial skin that helped close my wounds. It's why it's a different color than the rest of me. I was really lucky to have friends that would save me. I don't think I would have made it otherwise. Don't worry, it wasn't that bad. Being harpooned is just strange. It was like a sudden pain and then a rush of adrenaline. Honestly, I barely remember it. And the parts that I do remember are all the good parts. I had friends that wanted to help take care of me. That's really all that matters to me. I guess the only scar I haven't told you about is the one on my eye. I don't mind sharing it. It's a bit of a sad story. If you don't mind listening, well, it was when I was with one of my groups. I had stayed with them for a while, helping them with missions and stuff. But I think they always thought of me as getting in the way. They were more of assassin types, and I was more of a non-violence type. We clashed pretty often. I did my best to stay quiet and stay out of the way. Anyways, one day we were trying to sneak past a tribe of orcs. We decided to take the stealthy route and climb up the trees and jump from branch to branch. I let the rest of my party go first because I wanted to make sure they got across safely, and this way I could keep an eye on them to make sure no one was left behind. Our halfling of the group was just ahead of me. He hopped onto the next branch and pulled out a hand axe and paused to look at me. I didn't think anything of it at the time, so I hopped onto the next branch. Next thing I knew, he was chopping away at the branch I was on, and I fell, right in front of the orc's feet. I watched helplessly as my party hopped away through the trees. They didn't even look back. One of the orcs had picked up the branch that I fell off of and bashed me against the face, knocking me out cold. And I woke up in a cell. I was a prisoner to the orcs for weeks until I finally escaped. But I don't really like talking about that part. Sorry if it's rude for me to not finish that part of the story, but that's basically how I got the scar on my eye. From the branch whacking me across the face. It was a very sad time in my life. It was heartbreaking to see them leave without me. But, I guess it was for the better. I don't think I would have been very happy staying with them. Besides, after that, I found a really nice group that I was lucky to have for a while. They're the ones from the harpoon story. And now I have you. And you are really nice to me. You're nice to be around. I know my stories aren't always the happiest, but from them I have grown. I've learned. And hopefully, my scars have made me a better person. I hope to get many more marks and treasured memories. Hopefully ones that will outnumber the bad. We should probably get out now. We don't want to get pruny or lightheaded or anything. I'll meet you at the front, okay?